I might get a lot of flack for this one, and I can understand why. The It Gets Better movement is something that has reached across the entire nation. Uh, People in politics, people in animation, celebrities, pretty much everyone has made their own video trying to tell homosexuals and transsexuals and everyone that it gets better, that the bullying will end, and that eventually you'll marry who you want, and all the good stuff. Now, as a straight kind of bi-curious, honestly, at this point, I don't even know my own sexuality is. I'm attracted to both men and women, but not physically. Okay, you get that idea. The thing I have with the videos, they're always well made. I can tell they have the best intentions at heart. And I know they mean it. I know they're doing the best they can. But to me, the problem is, it gets better. For me, the thing should be, it needs to get better now. There are people who can't wait for it to get better. And some of you might be wondering why I'm talking about this when this is a Disney video. Disney kind of series. Well, Pixar and other Disney people have gotten into this, making their own videos, contributing to this. And again, it's not... Okay, I appreciate the effort. I really do. I think it's still a great movement. Just needs a bit of critiquing from me, I guess. Because, let's face it, as it is now, we've made progress, but things are still terrible. Gay is still used as an insult. Just the other day on Tumblr, I saw someone saying, "Oh, Disney movies are so gay now, why can't they be like my childhood?" What the hell is that? First off, I can't comprehend how that's supposed to make sense. That's just why I hate the word gay when used in an insult so much, because it makes no sense at all. And yet it's still happening every day around the country, around the world. People are still getting bullied every day to the point of suicide and death. There are politicians still saying, "No, you can't get married because my own religion doesn't agree with it." It's not fair. It's not getting better right now. That's the problem. And I'm sorry for the shaking, but this kind of thing just pisses me off so much. When people have told me, "Just wait, it'll get better. Just survive, and it'll get better." And I admit that surviving itself is a grand thing. There are people with mental problems and their own issues. Just to survive is a great accomplishment. But some of us don't have that kind of strength. Some of us can't wait for it to get better. Some of us need the comfort now. Some of us need the change now. We can't wait for it to get better when we get older. Honestly, I probably should watch more of these videos before making a comment, but as someone who was bullied for incredibly dumb reasons when I was young, I was bullied for all kinds of stupid shit. I got bullied for being the smart one. I got bullied for reading too much. I got bullied for not participating in certain things. And that continued on to high school, where I was bullied for standing up for my friends. And to think that I can be bullied for something so small and have that affect me to this day, if I really thought about it too much this day, I would probably be in tears. It's something I still think about every now and then. And these are small things. These are nothing compared to the bullying that kids get these days with texts and the internet and YouTube, and it's horrifying at this point. And whereas I could just hide a book and pretend I didn't read it to try and delay the bullying a little longer, you can't just stop being gay. You can't just stop feeling like you're in the wrong body. And people are going to hate them for it. And people are going to harass them for it. And this is something that continues on into adulthood. There are adults who still bully. So it doesn't get better. Because there are still adults who think like this. So what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to say you should make those videos anymore, because I'm sure other people are finding great comfort in these videos. I'm sure other people need them, and I'm grateful that they're made. I'm grateful that these steps were taken. I'm just saying it needs to go further. I'm just saying I'd like to see videos and talks that talk about now instead of later. We need more safe spaces. We need more talks. We need to call out people more when this stupid stuff is done. If someone says that's so gay, and they're not talking about an actual friggin' homosexual, then they need to be called out on it. Because it's not fair. It needs to change now. Because if it doesn't change now, how is it supposed to get better in the future? The future is affected by what we do now. My little sister will occasionally slip up and call something gay or retarded. I try to call her out every time, and she does apologize. But she still slips up. And she's a product of media, of people. Because it still happens everywhere. On TV, in cartoons, and comics, and films, and celebrities. People need to think about what their actions and their words can do. You know the old saying, sticks, stones, break my bones, but words gonna be there forever. Words stick with you. Words like gay, words like it gets better. They may stick with you. So, I don't know, I guess I'm just rambling at this point because Disney and Pixar, they're doing their best, God help them. I just wish they would do a little more. And I wish if the next series of videos comes out, it's not just about it gets better. It needs to be that. And here's how to make it get better now. Here's who you can call. Here's who you can trust. Here's who you can talk to. Here's what you can say. Here's how you can defend yourself. Here's where you can hide. All these kinds of stuff, things that are necessary to survive in today's world with this kind of hatred everywhere. And I guess it ended up, I sincerely do hope it gets better, now and in the future. To be fair, it has gotten better than in the days back then. But it's also gotten worse because with technology and the influential power of celebrities, it's so much easier to spread hate and to make hate more popular. And we still have a long, bumpy road ahead of us. Which is why every day I'm hoping sometime Disney and Pixar brave the waters and give us actual lesbian, homosexual, transsexual, across the spectrum of sexual characters for us to respect and love because they're needed so much. They're needed now. It gets better, but it needs to get better now too.